day, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the... It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 72 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Gone. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Romeo Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. He'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, here's Penny. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Goff now to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 18 carries, 57 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. De'Ami Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Goff. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. A handoff to Penny. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Goff now looks to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some off?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
To try again after the sack. Goff. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He gets this complete to Cephas. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A give to Gibson running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 6 yards left on second down. On the draw, this is Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Well, this one taken in by Cephas. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now it's Penny. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Gibson. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Lions will take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. throwing the fumble recovery. Goff. Bryant with a catch right side. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Goff. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Goff on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff, that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin with a matchup of the 2 preeminent NFC teams of the 1970s. Minnesota heading south to take on Dallas. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Next, we'll visit the other team in Texas as we head down I-45 to check on the Texans at home in Houston. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Randall Cobb, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here is Washington now to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now back to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. This one left side, caught by Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to the ground with Gibson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Hawkins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He'll drop to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This is Penny, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll run on first down with Jefferson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And they'll go again here with Jefferson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Here's Goff. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff running left is Gibson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 34. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Goff. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gone. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Washington on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And Detroit getting set to go now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Goff now to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. There's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Hunter Bryant there to make the grab. And the Lions are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now down to 20. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff for Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 62 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Goff's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And he finds Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Goff on 3rd down. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He gets this complete to Cephas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. That's caught by Penny. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Washington, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
I'm ready for more. If you fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.